What's good? It's Ozman the Wizard.
And Naima.
This is not
Not
another damn
another damn podcast.
presented by
Our damn self.
So it's 2:51.
251.
You know what it is? You know what it is officially today as you hear this. It's Aries season, baby.
Oh, I was gonna say it's spring, but okay.
Yeah, that too. Spring and Aries season kicks off the same day, March 21st. Aries season and the first day of spring. Yeah, so we in here.
So,
Aries, you got a house full of Aries and shit.
I know both my kids are Aries. I can't escape y'all. I can't escape you guys. You, my kids. I just can't escape these doggone Aries.
The Aries season. My birthday is this Thursday, so I got minor plans. I don't have a lot planned, but some. So I'm gonna get it. I'm gonna enjoy myself definitely. Probably go out, kick it a little bit, get some birthday dinner. Now the weather is gonna be kind of sucky, but it's all right. Yeah, it's gonna
hopefully
it's not gonna be terrible, but like it's gonna be better than it's been. Let's say I think 44 is the high for the 24th.
So. Okay, that's not horrible.
All right, but it's horrible, not like them 60, 70.
It's not snow. It's not snow. We don't want the S word no more. No more S word. We're done with S. We're done with the S word.
Only S I want to hear is 60s and 70s. Those are the S words I want to hear. That's we have in the next couple of days, 60s and 70s. That's what
springy summer. That's what I'm ready for.
We got some 60-degree weather and some 70-degree weather coming up. But on my birthday, it's gonna be 40s. Like it's all right. It's the way all my birthday is like that. Like it's unpredictable. Some days are like 70, some days is 40. That happens.
Prior to pandemic, when we do Ariana's parties, it always had to be indoor because it's like this is Chicago. It's spring in Chicago.
We record this right now. It's about 60 outside right now. But it's gonna be like 40.
Like, drop, yeah.
Yeah, it's gonna be 40 on my birthday. I think we getting some 70 coming up Monday or Tuesday. Like as you hear, I think it's supposed to be 70-degree weather this week, but not on my birthday.
So. On your birthday. I think it's gonna be like 50 for Ari's birthday on Friday because her birthday is Friday. So she said she wants to just go out after school. So like we'll take her out somewhere and
I'm going out to dinner for my birthday.
Yeah, I think we just take her like to one of those little like one of those little game things or whatever. Maybe we can go like a Dave & Buster's type thing or something like that. Maybe we'll see.
Okay. Well, we start. Chicago is a lot going on in our city. These past
down since we opened the door about our springtime shy. Excuse me, I'm jumping the gun. I'm trying to get to summer. I'm trying to get there. Yes, our springtime shy.
We just started spring. First spring.
I'll be thirsty but summer because like we always talk about summertime shy. It's nothing like summertime shy.
The first day of spring though, so
I'm jumping.
Baby steps.
Break it. Let me break. Yeah, we can start in Chicago. We can start.
Let's do it. We start local then. Shout out to Mr. Willie Wilson.
Yeah, Dr. Willie Wilson.
Yeah. Willie Wilson hooking the people up. He gave out $200,000 in free gas last week. And he got another $1 million giveaway for this Thursday.
Yeah.
For those that want the locations, I have them for you. Be careful when you're out there though. I'll always put that on there because people act a fool when you give away something free. So just
isn't it like 50 locations this time, I think?
Yeah.
Because it was more, it was lesser last year.
Suburbs. That's why, yeah.
Oh.
Second free gas giveaway. He's doing Chicago and suburbs. Here's your list of locations for this Thursday. Free gas giveaway. So my birthday. So that'd be it. So let me get in line first on my birthday present. I'm just saying, man. The birthdays get to cut the line. Do birthday boys get to cut the line? I'm just saying that. Okay, let's start. In Chicago, okay, you got Super Save 48 East Garfield. That's right off of Garfield and the not too far from the Dan Ryan. About
right off the Dan Ryan, yeah.
Blocks off of the Dan Ryan, something like that. Citgo on 91st, so I know that one very well.
Yeah.
That's I passed when I was out there last week looking, I saw the line. And Marathon on 95th, like by Jewel, like y'all know that one there.
Right down by the Jewels, as y'all say.
Okay, we got Citgo North Pulaski. That's west side. It looks like.
That's right.
2800 North Kedzie, mobile. This 99th and Halsted. You know this one, yeah.
Oh yeah. The cars was going down the ramp when we were driving back from dropping off my car on last week.
Say yeah. BP 4359 North Pulaski. Marathon 340 North Sacramento. Is that West Loop or something like that? I'm not. No, that's farther west.
Sacramento.
Further west.
I'm not sure.
West. Further west, not west.
Yeah, the Sacramento is west. Yeah,
further west. Yeah. I was looking at the 340, but yeah, it's like way past West Loop. It's further west. 43 North Holman. Now this one is like West Loop over that way, like right.
Okay.
Well, like it's like in that gray between West Loop / West Side. It's not that far from the United Center. I know that. It's like
okay.
A couple of miles from there, something like that. Yeah.
111th State.
111th State. I know that. It's a quick story. When I was delivering, my very first job ever was delivering donuts for the Dunkin' Donuts. And I used to go to the little kiosk. You know, when you go to the gas station, you see those kiosks with donuts in them.
Right.
Somebody has to fill those. Guess who that person was? It was me.
It was you.
And this gas station right here was one of my stops. It was an Amico back then. I'm going those. Yeah, they get 111th and State, so I definitely know that location. So that one of my old locations where I used to deliver Dunkin' Donuts to back in the 90s. Yeah.
67th and Cottage.
Right by.
So that's right by Oakwood Cemetery.
Yeah, you definitely know that one. Also, right also on 76 in South Chicago, right up the street.
Oh yeah, the BP right there, 76.
Right up the street from White Castle, right by the old ETA. You know, ETA.
Yeah, I know that one. Yeah.
31st in Michigan. That's South Loop.
Yeah. Not too far from it's a Hyundai over there. Yeah, it's a Hyundai down the street.
Okay, we got 3900 Northwestern. That's west side.
West side.
Yeah. 44th in Wentworth, south side. 24th in Archer. I know where that is. That's not too far from Chinatown. I know this area.
Okay.
Over there, that way by Chinatown, Archer is the orange line runs over that way, so we know that.
Yeah.
30th in Halsted. 30. Yeah, that's is that be considered South Loop? Halsted, I think that's still part of the South Loop over there.
Is that or? Because Halsted's kind of going west, so is that?
Halsted is over near where the university is at, so it might be part of South Loop, where University of Chicago or UIC. I mean UIC, the campus. Yes.
Possibly, yeah.
Might be part of
South
Loop. And this is definitely South Loop. The Citgo on 31st, 501 West. That's definitely South Loop right there. Okay, West it's 44 West Roosevelt. That's out there, Roosevelt and Pulaski, I believe. I think Pulaski's 44. Or it's Pulaski.
A little bit past Pulaski, yeah.
Yeah, for Pulaski is 40. You're right. Yeah, it's 40.
It's a little past Pulaski.
So it's in that area, between
it's a wee bit.
It's in K-Town. There we go. Yeah.
K-Town, there you go.
Pulaski and Cicero. It's
in the Cantville and all the stuff, Noe Street.
Over there by the old George's Music Room. That's where this one is at. Yeah. Remember George's Music. I'm going old school now. George's. Old school. We got BP 342 East 35th, another South Loop location.
That's South Loop or Bronzeville.
Is it Bronzeville? Yeah, shit starts running together.
It starts running together. That's near that gray area.
South Loop / Bronzeville is in that area.
That's King Drive. That's off of King. Near King Drive.
It's not too far from Sox Park, actually. Yeah.
It's not too far from
King down 35th East.
Yeah.
Know about that area. We do Bud Village.
Yeah, we go to the Bud.
We can line up somewhere around where this BP is in that area. You got Shell 64, 34 West Archer. That sounds southwest to me. Southwest, it sounds like.
Yeah, it does.
Forward over that way, it sounds like it's somewhere.
Yeah, near Midway, not too far.
I believe that's by there.
Going near Midway, yeah, that's what that sounds like.
Now let's hit the suburban locations. Those are all the city locations.
Suburbanites.
Y'all know the map, yeah, Chicago, not Chicago.
Not Chicago. That was Chicago. Now we're about to do not Chicago.
Not Chicago locations we're reading here.
No shade, but not Chicago.
He's doing some in the suburbs this time too. You got Mobile, 1950 Green Bay and Evanston. These will be easier because they give the actual city. We don't have to guess.
Right.
Yeah. Super Save on 101 West Madison. That's Maywood, West Side. Yeah. We got Falcon, a couple of Falcons. Yeah, one in Country Club Hills at 18280 South Pulaski. Another one at 8702 South Roberts. So that's Hickory Hills. I read it wrong. So we got Country Club Hills and Hickory.
Yeah, I know Hickory Hills.
Falcons, yeah. Hickory Hills is way the fuck out west. So
it is. I had to go over there to do bit when I worked retail. I had to go out to the store out there before Hickory Hills. It's way out there.
Citgo in Riverdale, 138th in Halsted.
Mm-hmm.
We got the Dalton Exxon Mobil on East 70 Boulevard.
I know that location.
Yeah, because I know Dalton. Yeah.
Yeah, because I know Dalton. Yeah, we know Dalton.
It's Harvey.
Harvey.
That's over by the lick. What's it called now? KOD.
The lick splash.
I think is it KOD now?
I think it's KOD. It was the lick splash.
It'll always be the lick to me.
The new 50-yard line first is what it was. Yeah.
It'll be the lick to me because that's where I was like when I was mostly doing my broadcast. Let me get this asshole off the screen real quick. I saw a pop-up come up. Yeah, nobody want to see you. Yeah, but it's where was I at there? My bad. It's BP over by the lick in Harvey, 150.
The lick. You by the lick.
Another BP in Westchester, 112th West Cermak.
Mm-hmm.
Schiller Park, you got Phillips out there, 9340 Irving Park. I know where Schiller Park's way the fuck out there too.
Way out.
Another BP in Cicero, 5201. That's by the airport over that way. Yeah. Not too far. Okay, we going north now. Yeah.
Manheim.
Manheim. Yeah. That's by the other airport, Manheim.
That's O'Hare. That's right. Yeah, that's way out there.
I don't even know where Stone Park is at, but it's the
I don't know Stone Park.
North Manheim. I've never heard of Stone Park to
Me either.
I know Stone out in Georgia, but I know it's not in Georgia. I don't know what Stone Park, Illinois is. I don't know that town. I'm gonna look it up though. Yeah, we finished. Mobile on North LaGrange, 1101 North LaGrange and LaGrange Park. Another by the airport out in Rosemont. Yeah,
Rosemont, Higgins. Yeah,
that's right by. Y'all know the Rivers Casino. That's out that way, and the I almost called the Rosemont Horizon. That's Allstate Arena. Yeah.
Allstate Arena.
Formerly the Rosemont Horizon. Yeah.
We were just out there for the Monster Jam at the Allstate. Yeah.
I go out there when WWE is in town. They always at the Allstate. So yeah, I went to Survivor Series a couple of years ago there. The Survivor Series. I was there. Citgo out in Phoenix. Yeah, that's the hood there.
152nd. Yeah. Phoenix.
Oak Forest, I know this BP because I know Oak Forest 55, 48, 59.
Yeah, I know that one. Yeah, because that's I know
Al Park. This is right by the cemetery. 11901 South Marshville.
Yeah.
Y'all know the cemetery out that way on Cal Park. And also we got 11725 South Pulaski. River Grove. I don't know where River Grove is either. 2474 Thatcher. Some of these towns I don't know Willie Wilson, but I guess he's trying to get everybody in on it. Yeah,
trying to spread it out.
Get everybody in on it. Yeah, even Stone Park and River Grove, like two spots. I know a bunch of rivers, but not Grove and shit. Yeah,
I've seen River Grove when I was driving. I've seen like the exits for it when I was driving. It is far. It's far out.
Got BP at 17th and Baton and Broadview. A couple of Thorntons, one at 147th and Dixie Highway in Dixmoor. That's over by the old what was it?
Club Jaguar.
Club Jaguar. Shout out Joe Bortz, and I'll leave it at that. That's all I'm saying about Club Jaguar.
Now I'm sure we were like showing our age.
I was about to say the guy's name, but then I was like, what's the guy that Joe Bortz's club? Oh yeah, that was Club Jaguar.
Club Jaguar.
Also, 1125 25th Avenue in Bellwood, West Side, baby.
West Side.
We got Shell, a couple of Shells, one on Sauk Trail. That's Park Forest. South suburbs, 385 Sauk Trail. And 4555 North Nagle in Harwood Heights, another suburb I do not know. So there it is, your Willie Wilson gas giveaways.
Yes.
Coming Thursday, March 24th. Ozman's birthday.
AKA Oz's birthday.
Get your free gas. Well, okay, courtesy of Willie Wilson. That's nothing to do with me. I was about to say courtesy of the Ozman, but I ain't giving none of that million away.
We ain't got a million.
He's a good brother, Willie Wilson. Yeah.
Yes. And I mean, well, I do like what I do like about Willie Wilson, as I say, Dr. Willie Wilson, what I do like about him is that he is heavily involved in his community because he was giving out PPE supply. Remember when PPE was hard to find at one point? He was giving out masks and sanitizers. And
he was at my aunt's church, just giving his handing out $100 bills.
Yeah, he was handing out $100 bills at our aunt's church. Yeah. Out there. And like he said, when people were like trying to tell me, like, I like his attitude when he said, you can't tell me what to do with my damn money. Like, I can do what I want to with my damn. Agreed. But he can do what he wants. If he wants to hand out $100 bills in the street, it's nothing against the law of him handing out $100 bills. Because, like, he runs every election. So they're like, is he trying to buy votes? He out there hand out. He can hand out money if he wants to.
It flash like they all try to buy elections if you go on that route.
Right. It's like, let's call it spade a spade now.
Everybody does that.
Let's call it spade a spade.
You don't think Lori Lightfoot tries to buy elections? You don't think Biden tried to buy elections? Even on that level, the highest level, they all do that. Yeah, come on.
Bruce Brown sure was at Bud Billiken trying to buy our. He sure was. I turned my back to him when he walked by me.
Don't think Barack was trying to buy elections when he was running? Like, they all do it.
They all do it.
That's just.
But I mean,
it's
politics.
I got
it. What I will say about.
I'm not gonna say that yet, but.
What I will say about the Willie Wilson giveaway, like you said, like you gave a little preview talking about that the lines were out of control, crazy. You get off work very early in the morning.
Overnight, so I was getting off my radio show, and I was on my way home. I said, "Let me just see what these lines look like." Just out of curiosity. I had no intentions of getting in that line because
you just want just for shits and giggles. You just want to see what it look like for shits and giggles.
The type I know people really do need this gas.
Really do, yes.
I have to leave it to them first of all, the ones that really need it. And second of all, if I could get one, it's if my time is worth more than sitting in that line for my time is worth more than I think it was $50 worth of 4 hours. I'd rather have the 4 hours than the $50. That's just right. Me. Like my time is worth more than that and shit. But some people really need that $50. So I say,
right. Some people need it.
Not knocking you if you really need it.
Who doesn't want it? Everybody wants free gas.
Yeah, it was just want it for me, but
but who actually needs it?
I'd rather just go to Indiana and just pay for my gas, and I could be home in bed than sitting in that line for 4 or 5 hours. That's just me personally. But like I said, I can do that. I'm in a position.
You got off. It was 7 a.m. when the gas started, and people were already. You said the line was already. Whoop, 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 whoop.
I passed the one on 92nd and the Citgo on 92nd in South Stony Island, and I checked out the marathon over on 95th by Jewel. I checked both of those out just out of curiosity, and both of them, it was crazy. The one on 92nd, they were all because that goes through Peel Hill. So if you know that area, you know
that area because Peel Hill is it looks like a suburban nook when you drive through Peel Hill. It does. It looks very suburban.
So I'm pretty sure the residents weren't too crazy about that over there. And then on 95th, the way they had the line going through, they had it going through the Jewel parking lot that way. Jewel wasn't open yet, so they weren't blocking anybody yet.
Yeah, because Jewel opens at 7, I want to say. Yeah. I think they opened at 7.
Maybe by the time Jewel opened the line and started moving or whatever, yeah. But if you were going to Jewel, you probably weren't getting in that parking lot that day.
Right, you were what the hell? You had to Marcus and I passed the one on 99th and Hall.
Had to go pick up some eggs or some milk. You wasn't getting it that day.
We passed the one on 99th and Halsted, and the cars were going down the ramp. It was going all the way down the ramp, and we were just like, oh my gosh. But some people actually really needed that gas because I saw in the news where somebody was saying I got in line at 3 a.m. I'm like, it don't open to say you got in line at 3?
Want to be one
at 3?
Some people do.
And then one guy was like, yeah, bless this because he's like, he was like, I drive Uber and, I didn't know how I was going to drive, but now that, I got this gas, now I can actually go out and make money now. I can go out and make this money because I didn't have way to put in my car. I didn't have gas to put in.
Speaking of when you see Uber and Lyft are going to start charging surcharge.
They are.
We might circle back to that. Let's finish off with this Willie Wilson gas situation.
But my thing I'll say about this, Hart was in the right place, but I think it could have been executed better. I know some people were roasting him terribly. He's but he's out here actually with his fingers on the pulse trying to help the community.
It happened on both sides. Yeah,
he's actually doing good.
One side trying to shit on the man and shit.
Yeah, how you gonna dump on him?
Then you have the other side that act like you can't chew and walk and chew bubble gum at the same time. It's like, yeah, like you can it's like you can support the gas giveaway, but like not support every aspect of how it was executed. Like,
yeah, because that's like how I felt. I felt like this is a better execution. I feel instead of having it be one day where you're at these gas stations and then it's like crazy traffic everywhere. I feel like you can go to different locations, whether it be a shopping mall, different wide open spots, and you're handing out $50 gas gift cards. You're handing out $50 cards so that people can go at their leisure and go to the gas stations.
The dumb thing, people saying like, yeah, well, you complaining about, you don't complain about when it's a concert or a basketball game and there's lines for that. You don't complain about that. First of all, people do complain about that. Yeah. And two things can't be true at the same time. You be like, okay, he's giving away free gas, but I don't like these lines. Like, you can't, are black people that fucking stupid? We can't do two things at the same time. That's what you're saying. Black people can only focus on one thing at a time. That's how stupid black people are. That's what you're saying. Fuck out of here. Why is it only black people that can only do one thing at a time? It's like
you can.
If I'm chewing gum, I got to chew gum. I got to sit here so I'm finished chewing my gum. Then if I want to walk there, I got to spit the gum out and walk over there. Only if black people do that shit. It's like, hey, two things can be true at the same time. You could not like the lines and at the same time like the giveaway.
If I like the giveaway, he's doing a great thing, helping out people who actually need it in these dire times.
And my thing about the line is like not so much the traffic, because we live in Chicago. Traffic happens every day. It's like that's just part of living in Chicago, like traffic and shit. Yeah. Mm-hmm. But like my thing was like, I don't want to see anybody get stabbed or shot over a fucking tank of gas. That's like be careful to be going to these gas. You know how people act when you give something free.
Right, for free, and then people act the damn fool.
Trying to cut in front of me, motherfucker. Like,
I was here first.
Act stupid. I said, I don't want to see that kind of.
But the positive thing I will say about that is that I haven't heard any incidents occur. Yeah, it seems like everything was civil
for the most part.
Was a peaceful. It seemed like it was a non-violent,
I didn't hear of any incident at any of these stations. Like personally, like if something happened,
I heard of nothing.
I didn't hear nothing about anything.
Me neither. Mm-hmm. I've heard nothing because people would try to say, and you started joking like, yeah. So Willie Wilson gives out gas, and then Chicago shootings go up 500%. I saw the jokes like that online. The people trying to make corny jokes. It's like, okay.
Yeah, I don't see how that's a joke and shit.
How people keep on trying to say like Chicago is so. It's like people who've never lived in Chicago in their life. Like you've never even lived here. It's like, so how are you making? Like you don't live here, so like just stop. But it was no incidents that occurred, so I was happy about that.
Thankfully, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Like both of the locations I went to was heavy police presence at both.
Yeah.
So that definitely cut down on any dumb shit. Yeah. Like I saw, heavy police presence at both the Stony Island and the 95th locations that I checked out.
I saw them on Jeffrey. The police had like made their way over to they were like on 92nd and Jeffrey. I saw police cars out there, like, still,
I might have some video. Let's see.
Like still,
I might have it down. Let me see how good this video looks like before I put it up. If it looks like doo-doo, I'm not using it.
It's pixelated.
Okay, I think I'm gonna share what I have. Okay. I was in the rental car, so my windows was filthy and shit. So bear with me. Wasn't upkeep in that car like my personal car. I was in a
disclaimer. Oz had filthy windows only because he was in a rental.
So you look like I was trifling and shit. Yeah, okay.
This riding dirty.
This is the 92nd in South Chicago. Look, you see this?
Yeah.
South Chicago, Stony Island, South Chicago.
Oh my Lord.
That's the line at like 5:30 in the morning. Yeah. And I muted it because I was talking shit and cursing too. I was like, God damn. Even though I'm cursing now, but it don't matter. That's the line. Past the motel.
Oh yeah, the motel.
And it was going around the corner on 92nd Street as well, too. Like, so you have police out there like checking if heavy police.
I see the police cars.
Making sure motherfuckers don't act stupid. Yeah. So that's that location. And I had the other one. Let me check the other video I had as well too. See, Oz got videos.
That's crazy. Like I said, on 99th, it was like it was going down the ramp on 99th.
This is the location that was on 95th by Jewel. That's the one I just aired. Okay, yeah, I aired the wrong one twice. Let me close that one so I won't
grab the Jewel one.
I'll close that one so I won't mix them up again. Okay, here's the second video on 95th Street. That was by Jewel. We started.
So by that count, 4,000 people were able to get their gas.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it helped out 4,000 people
until funds were exhausted. So yeah, if you do the math, that's 4,000. Yeah.
That's 4,000. That's a lot of people.
Okay.
Yeah, there's a health center thing. Yeah.
Here it is.
There's
that's a church going into it. Yeah.
There's a marathon.
Here it is. Yeah, you see, we gonna see them going all the way back into the. They going past the Universal City. Like if you live there, if you lived in that Universal City, they going past the Universal City apartments. Yeah, they did leave it open in that, so if somebody had to get in, I see that at least. So they will consider it on that one. That's good. Look at this line. That shit cray.
See.
It was going around the corner. I couldn't. I didn't turn in time because I was driving. Yeah, but. That's it.
All the way in the Jewel parking lot.
Yeah, so it was going around the parking lot like past Jewel. It's like, yeah.
But, and then some people were trying like come at like 3 o'clock. It's like that gas is long.
Yeah, like, the giveaway started at 7 a.m. It's like you can't come at like 2 o'clock and yeah, y'all still got gas. Like, no, nigga. It's like, yeah.
It's like the guy at house party at the end. I know the party ain't over. It's like, yo.
I'm about to be a house party guy. Or another one. I'm about to go super old school and Cotton comes to Harlem. Ain't this the going back to Africa rally? That's up at the beginning of the movie. And it was at the end, the free Nico Malley saying that the drunk guy comes after him. Ain't this the going back to Africa rally? It's like, he was still on that. It's like that's what it reminded him or the house party guy. Remind me of those two.
I got major house party vibes when I saw people like, man, it's over. You still got that gas? Mm-mm. People got in line at like 2 and 3 o'clock in the morning.
If you showed up at 2 or 3 p.m., you're not getting no gas.
You're not getting nothing. That gas was probably gone by like 11.
2 or 3 a.m., you had to be in line.
At 11 o'clock, I said the latest.
I said that like between 9 and 11. The fun.
Yeah, by 11, that shit was gone.
It's probably gonna be the same time because like even though it's a $1 million giveaway, it's more stations. So if you don't get there by like 10 or 11, you ain't getting no gas.
Exactly.
That's how it is right now. So with the gas giveaways, just be early, be prepared to wait. If you really need it, if you don't need it, let a motherfucker that does need it.
Somebody who needs it go. Yeah.
Yeah. And that's what
and be peaceful. Yeah. But so we ain't doing the bullshit. We ain't doing the bullshit. Yeah, we ain't doing the bullshit. It's gas. It's $50. Like you're going to jail. It's not worth $50. It's just not. Like,
what was the joke you told about? You told a little joke about gas prices, but gas prices are killing your pocket. It was a joke you just told.
Rico had about going to the club and because Rico posted his Facebook like people complaining about. That was Rico. Yeah, because he was saying people complain about the gas prices, but you did all this stuff in the weekend.
Oh, I'm pulling it up, yeah.
With the gas is what's hurting your pockets.
Let me laugh and shit there. This weekend you bought $300 shirt, $200 Yeezys, $150 restaurant date, and $100 at the club, but the $4 gallon of gas is what's killing your pockets, huh? Shout out my homie DJ R Dub.
Priorities. That's called prioritizing. Fill up your tank first and then do all your other stuff after you fill up your tank. Do your necessities first, then take care of all your luxury items. Don't luxury first and then be like, oh, I can't do this. No, don't do that.
Well, let's stay in Chicago right now.
Okay.
Specifically, let's stay in Cook County, but we're not staying in Cook County jail because Jussie Smollett's not staying there anymore. Jussie's out of jail tonight.
What was that, 4 days?
Jussie's out of jail. Yeah, something like that. Because he was not suicidal. He was not suicidal. And guess what? Jussie was not suicidal.
That whole thing was a hot mess. So he spent the way he spent, like I said, it was like 4, maybe 5 days he spent in jail.
They said because of the appeals process is so like time consuming. By the time they get to the appeal, like his sentence might be up to defeat the purpose of it. That's why they let him out. Like, yeah, so that way, can you imagine like if you say like if you trying to fight the appeal, then the sentence in while you sitting in jail waiting for it to defeat the purpose. Like, why am I going to court now? I already said it's been 200 days since I filed this appeal. The sentence was 150 days. Like, might as well go home now. Might as well not even do the appeal and shit now. That's why they let him out. People say why they let him out because of that. Because his lawyer argued, okay, like the appeals process, we know the court is not like Law and Order.
It's long. It's very long.
So by the time they get to this appeal, it might be past 150 days. Like
it's probably gonna be summer. It's probably gonna be like middle of summer by the time they get to it.
So say like by the summer, that'll probably be about halfway through the sentence. Then like 75 days in, it's like yeah. So like by then, it's like so like he's so sitting in jail all that time fighting the appeal. It makes no point. So like let him out until the appeals process. If he loses, then he can go back. It's like, but he might win the appeal. He might not go back yet. I don't think Jussie's going back. I think he's
not going back to jail.
I think
they probably want to look and say like, well, we have bigger fish to fry, and why are we picking on him? It's probably going to come down to that.
Mm-hmm.
Make him do like 1,000 hours of community service. Make him go out there and do community service. And do the community service that I said, where like you're going to like these safe haven areas where like you are helping people who are of the LGBTQ community, and you're doing stuff to help. You know, like you go out there and you're doing that.
Do a free concert for the kids or something like that.
That's why I say, because it is havens like that where these teens are homeless because they had to leave because of hateful situation. They had to leave their homes because it wasn't safe. So go to a facility like that and give back. That's how you give back. Do a concert, serve the food. Mm-hmm. So.
But Juicie's out. So I guess that hashtag free Jussie shit worked and shit. Because like he had that going. It's like Taraji was comparing it to Emmett Till, which is like sorry Cookie, but that was fucking stupid and shit. So, yeah. Love you, Taraji, but that shit was dumb.
First of all, Emmett Till was a 14-year-old boy. Jussie is a 40-year-old man. Jussie is like 40 years old.
Emmett Till was the victim of an actual hate crime. Jussie the fake hate crime and shit. That's the difference. It's like a real hate crime versus a staged hate crime.
A staged hate crime, which Nigerians proof wasn't the thing, because like those Nigerians was like, yeah, it was us. Like.
Can't compare somebody who actually was lynched because of a real hate crime in the 50s to an asshole that staged a hate crime now. It's like it's nothing.
And he was grown as fuck. He was like 40. He was damn near 40 when he did this.
That was like 2019, something like that. When it happened, 2018, I think it was.
Was he like 38 now? He was damn near 40. So come on now.
But yeah, like everybody like was like for whatever reason was in his corner and said like, why he get such a harsh sentence? It's like I don't think 150 days is a harsh sentence for staging a hate crime. It's like let's pull a Matthew McConaughey from fucking from A Time to Kill. Like yeah, if he was white, would you think that was a harsh sentence? Like, got off easy and said yeah. If a white dude said that a black like two Negroes like attacked him and called him a cracker. And they found out he lied and he got 150 days. Y'all be having a fit. It's just like,
right. He like, how you get that?
That's it.
That's it.
It's like
they should throw the book at him.
Yeah. Well, staging a hate crime 150 days is pretty light. I'm just saying. This is not a long sentence for like you think about that, you stage a hate crime. That shit is like one of the worst things you could do to say that.
That's not
he attacked because he was gay and black and shit.
Black, yeah. So you had the double whammy. Not only am I black, but I'm gay. So like I was called racial epithets. I was called homophobic slurs. I was.
That's what he claimed. Yeah, you that gay
all of that.
Empire. That's what he claimed. Yeah.
All of that.
Which if somebody was MAGA, they're not watching Empire first. Like, Empire don't mix and shit. Yeah, it's like, that's how the story was fishy from the beginning.
We knew it was a lie when he said they had on MAGA hats and they were out in the polar vortex. We knew
in the city of Chicago, this MAGA country. I've lived in Chicago my whole life. I've never once seen anybody in a MAGA hat on in the city.
I haven't either.
You're that gay nigga from Empire. This MAGA country, like. Yeah. On, yeah. And he's still standing by that shit actually happened.
I did not do this. I did not do this.
I could have admitted. I could have admitted it a long time ago. I did not do this.
He got to carry it to his grave. He got to carry it. So at this point, he got to keep lying now at this point. You committed to the lie, so now you got to
go with it.
You got to ride it out. You got to ride out to the end. Like I said, maybe he'll be on a surreal life house in the future, but that's about.
I'm watching it.
That's what he'll be.
Put Juicy on it. I'm definitely watching it.
Juicy?
Well, I got nothing else on that. What else you got, kid? Just had to touch on that clown shit.
Well, if we shift gears a little bit well, it's not necessarily a clown show, but this is like gonna be some shit. Netflix is now trying to crack down on sharing passwords.
Crack down on that. What's your password? Trying to eliminate.
Netflix is trying to crack down on it. Let me pull it up and read what Netflix is trying to do with that. So Netflix, let me find it. They're basically going to charge you extra. So if you're sharing accounts with your family members, because we've all seen the posts on Facebook where it's like, my family depend on me. I hold down the Netflix account, like one person plays for Netflix and then the whole family uses your Netflix account. So it says no more family members can be sharing. So basically, as part of a crackdown, they said that for the last year, we've been working on ways to enable members who share outside of their household to do so easily and securely while also paying a bit more. That's what the Shang-Yi Long, Netflix director of product innovation, wrote in a blog post.
They're trying to do is like for extra for people outside of your family that use your account, they're gonna charge.
They're gonna charge you an extra amount. So they said they're going to play with the idea of that. So they're going to select random people or whatever. So like,
and they trying it out in other countries right now. But like Peru is one, and like they trying it out in other.
They tried it out, yeah. Peru,
Chile, I think.
I think Chile, yeah.
Peru, Chile, and one other. It's like other countries.
Costa Rica, I think.
They're testing it out elsewhere.
Yeah, Chile, Peru, and Costa Rica. Yeah. Where they checked it out at.
Testing it out outside of the United States first to see how it works and shit. Yeah.
So they said they're charging them. They're charging them $23.80 in Chilean pesos, so that would be $2.99 in US dollars. Mm-hmm. So they're charging an extra
$3 for doing that shit, basically.
Yeah. So if you, so my thing, if you want to continue that, just get the $3 from your family members. That's what I say. Just
my password $3.
$3 in hand, $3. I'd say just do that then.
You still coming up for getting Netflix for $3 and shit. Yeah, it's still a come up and shit. Yeah,
right.
If you like, so yeah, like
all Netflix already went up like an extra $1 or $2, like already. Like they just went up recently because everything is going up. Everything is raising. All the prices are going up on everything. Everything's going up. This is what we're in. We're in inflation is at an all-time high right now. Inflation, everything is raising up.
Stimmies and that unemployment is coming back to bite you. That's all that is.
Yeah.
What I don't know, economics don't realize you can't just keep printing money like that.
You can't.
That's what causes inflation. Money has to come from somewhere. You can't just print the shit out of thin air and shit. Like
eventually, money doesn't grow on trees.
You're gonna end up here and shit. Eventually, you're gonna end up here. Like you just
right where like a gallon of milk might be $8 for a gallon of milk. Mm-hmm. That's what happens with inflation.
Gas prices like $20 a gallon. You keep doing that shit. It's like because the way like let's do a little now I'm about to do a little economics 101 for y'all. Yes. Show my economics. I'm not an economics expert, but I know enough.
Disclaimer: Oz and Naima are not financial advisors. Oz and Naima are not financial experts. So use this advice at your discretion.
We're not Dave Ramsey. I'm not Josh Singh. I'm not Graham Steffens. You're not 2 cents. Like we're not none of that.
I'm not any of them. Which I follow all theirs and I like all their content. I like all their stuff. I pick and choose and use like what applies to me from their stuff. I pick and choose.
Gary V, none of that. We just we just a couple of people with opinions.
We're just two assholes.
Most of them put disclaimers on their channels too. So I guess
I put disclaimers. I'm not. I know a couple of things about finances because like I worked with money for a while and then I'm married to an accountant. So it's like I know some things I know a little bit.
Well, let's talk about the law of supply and demand.
Yes.
Let's keep it simple right now. Let's say the cost of a Ferrari is about what? Like 200,000-300,000, let's say like that.
50, go in the middle. Let's say that, yeah, 250.
Let's say 250, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
If you so let's say like the government decided to give every American an extra $250,000 like stimmy right now, yeah, one-time payment and shit, yeah. It's like per so yeah, your household would get $1 million basically because it's for y'all and shit, yeah. So you should give everybody that right now. It's like, yeah, at first it sounds like okay, extra million, yeah, definitely, yeah.
Hey,
supply and demand works now, like I say everybody wants to go out and buy that $250,000 Ferrari. Guess what? It's now more people with 250,000 than Ferraris that exist.
Right.
Now the Ferrari dealer can charge what he wants. Okay, yeah, I want $1 million. I want you a whole $1 million for this Ferrari now. Fuck the 250. So now I can't get one if I got 250.
This Ferrari minimum is 600 now. Like we more than doubled it. It's
you just priced me out, like so you eliminated a bunch of the people. And when you was like the 600, so you gonna give up over half your stimmy money to get it. Yeah, all of that. Yeah. So now I want 600 for that Ferrari. Now that's how it works. Yeah. But then the way when the supply always do demand when it's the opposite way. Like the way, like if you have all these Ferraris for like 600 and nobody buys them and shit, now you got to lower them because like if some Ferrari dealer ordered a bunch of more Ferraris, he's like thinking he's gonna get like but now people like nah, like I can't.
No, I'm good.
So yeah, so now it's like now you got to lower. Okay, like 100,000, you got to lower the price on.
Yeah, because you rather recoup some of your loss. So that's you recouping some of it. Like real quick, when I worked retail, like. If they anticipated when they would have certain items on sale and they anticipate like these are going to sell like hotcakes and then they don't. And then you have in a grocery store, this stuff is perishable. So you're looking at this stuff. So rather than you throw away this whole pallet of food, you're like, okay, this item that's normally $5, it's $1. This $5 item is now $1. You rather make some of your money than.
I was about to switch it from Ferrari to like practical. I just start there because like
to get that the visual, yeah.
I'll switch it to that. Let's say like it is. Let's get back to let's tie it all together. We're not new with this. Let's go back to that gallon of gas that Willie Wilson was giving out to you.
Yeah.
For like that $5 gas that Willie Wilson's giving out now.
So Chicago is near $5. Like I said, it may depend on whatever region that you're in, but in Chicago, it's like upper fours. It's like about 480.
Reason why the oil companies can do that because like I'm not gonna stop driving. Are you?
No, I have to drive for my job.
I all decide, so, know what? Fuck this. I'm gonna stop driving. I got a bike back there. If I just started driving, pedaling that bike and shit, yeah.
Unfortunately, I have to drive for my job. Unfortunately,
so driving, yeah. Or let's say you decide, you know what? I'm getting a Tesla, so I don't need gas anymore. It's like you decide to do that and shit, yeah. Guess what? Yeah, that $5 gas is gonna come back down, which we saw a couple of years ago when the pandemic started in COVID 2 years ago about this time, where gas was like under $2 a gallon.
Yeah, it had
go anyway, like it was stay-at-home water.
Yeah,
gas got it down to like 160 or something like that. It's like, yeah.
I know because I drove past, I was like, I was like,
that's like crazy.
Start over, yeah.
Yeah. Because that's what because like I said, it's a supply and demand. Like they got all this gas. Nobody's driving. They want to like make some of their money back. Okay, like
it was like 169. It was like 169 in Chicago. It was. Yep.
So that's how the supply and demand.
That's how supply and demand works.
People stop buying the shit, then like they will lower it. But like with something like gas or like you need food, so you can't.
You need food.
And shit. Yeah. So like food prices are probably gonna stay there. Like you can't just decide to not eat and shit. So like food prices are gonna stay there. Yeah. But that's how the economics works, supply and demand. If you keep pumping money like that, okay, like, yeah, prices are high. Here's an extra song. So guess what? The president is going to raise the prices again. It's like, people got money again, raise it another $1. So, yeah. People got extra money, like raise it another $5. Like that's
you can't you can't outprint
there's a story that happened with
if you can't outprint it, you can't print the money for it.
Super inflation is like the Zimbabwe. Like if you ever looked that up, it's like it's very fascinating.
Yeah. I've
Zimbabwe.
seen that, yeah.
Exactly. Well, people thought it was a joke on the episode of The Simpsons when they had $1 trillion bill.
Yeah.
They actually had $1 trillion bills in Zimbabwe because of inflation. The money was so worthless. Like $1 trillion would probably be like, it'd be like less than like the average person's paycheck or something like that. Like it was like the money.
$1,000.
You paying like $1 million for like a loaf of bread and shit like that because of the inflation. It got so out of control. Like they like a loaf of bread was like $1 million and shit like that. It's like that's how worthless the money had become. So they basically had to like get rid of their they had to like get rid of their currency. The Zimbabwe dollar had to get rid of it because it became so worthless because of the inflation. Because like every time prices went up, the president, okay, like just print up more money. Okay, prices.
Here's more money. Here's more money.
Like, yeah, eventually you had $1 trillion bills.
You can't outspend that. You can't outrun that. You can't. You can't. You're not going to win at that. You're not.
So somebody give you $1 million there, you think you straight is like it's like somebody giving you like $10 here. Like that. Yeah.
We always say like my other thing.
Whoa! It's like it's like really.
Like you can't out earn poor spending habits. Like I always say that. Like going to that side, if you have a poor spending habit, if you just spend money and don't count your money, you can't earn enough money to outspend that. You can't. Mm-hmm. You can't out earn that. You can't out earn poor spending habits, but. Hopefully this inflation stuff comes down. Hopefully things because
stuff settles down. Yeah, because
we over 9% now. Inflation is usually
highest it's been like in my lifetime, maybe of all time. It's definitely the highest in my life.
It's usually between 2 and 3% inflation.
Average inflation, let's say, is about 2 to 3. Yeah,
2 to 3%. That's why every year they give you a COLA.
Yeah, and which is
get a COLA every year.
What that means is like each year, let's say $1 from this year is only worth 98 cents next year.
Mm-hmm.
That's what that means. It's like it's fine.
Right.
So that's why I say just sitting on money is like you're actually losing money.
You're losing money, yeah.
It's like if you don't invest, if you're just sitting on money, it's like you're not growing it because each year it becomes less and less.
Yeah, that $1,000 in 2 years ain't going to be $1,000. You're not going to have the same buying power.
Yep. You actually lost money by just sitting on it. But that's what inflation does. And I hope things settle down because like this 9% is silly. Hopefully it won't last forever.
Yeah, because that's rough.
Want to shift gears again and talk about a huge acquisition right here. You talk about Netflix, yeah. Let's talk Amazon right now.
Oh,
Amazon acquired MGM for $8.5 billion.
Studio.
Now you got MGM. Yeah, they bought
Metro Goldwyn Mayer.
Yep. You know MGM, the
lion.
Amazon just bought them out. Check out some of these titles. Like MGM has made some amazing titles. Like I was looking at some of the list that they own. Of course, the Rocky is part of MGM. Creed, 007, like all the Bond movies, they got that. Silence of the Lambs, yeah. With
he never said.
Pink Panther is part of the MGM family.
I didn't know Pink Panther was.
Yeah, there's a lot of classics. RoboCop, yeah. I'm just looking at some of the. I was like, okay,
they're alive. You're coming with me.
Yeah, they made a hell of an acquisition, but that's how it is with all these acquisitions and mergers and like it's really like a few companies that control everything. So
Amazon trying to get their Disney on now. They trying to like, okay, I see you at Marvel and I raised you at MGM. That's what they trying to. Yeah. Disney owns everything pretty much. Disney.
Amazon, it's like it's still stuff out there that other companies are like getting. Yeah, they say okay, like you don't own this. Snatch this MGM catalog, yeah. You get all.
And like I said, like MGM, like it's still like the same people, like whoever opened it, like it opened like in the 20s or 30s or whatever. Whenever they open, it's their descendants that's still eating off of that. So their descendants is like 8.6 billion with the B billion.
Where do
imagine
they like where do I sign?
right this way, Mr. Bezos. Right this way. Like imagine if granddaddy like started some company like that and we still had it. And then like they was like, yeah, it's not able. You want this 8 billion?
Where do I sign?
That's all I'm like. And then disappear on your island, then buy an island and disappear.
Disney owns a lot. And then like Time Warner, they own
Warner.
They own because they own the DC.
They owned everything like in the early 2000s. When I was in college.
They still own a lot of shit.
They still own a lot of shit, but like at that time, they were like the one who owned the most stuff. Like in early 2000s, they owned the most.
Right now, like Disney has passed them because they own ESPN, they own Fox now, they own Marvel, the Muppets, like Disney.
The Muppets, all that.
Yeah. Disney got a lot.
Star Wars.
ABC they own, yeah. So yeah.
ABC, Star Wars, all that, yeah.
But yeah, they bought all of that, yeah. Yeah, Star Wars. I forgot about Star Wars. They own that. But then like I said, Time Warner, they got a nice catalog. Like
they own a lot, yeah.
Like CNN, TNT, TBS, like
Turner Classics.
Turner Classics. They own what's the I just name the DC universe they own, yeah. Like Warner Brothers is part of that, yeah. So they own all the Warner Brothers. So yeah, so the Looney Tunes is part of that too. Yeah. They owned Six Flags at one. I think they sold off Six Flags. They had owned Six Flags at one point. But I think because the amusement parks were losing money, so I think that's one of the properties they sold off. But they still use the Looney Tunes characters at Six Flags. But I think Time actually owned them at one point. Yeah.
Which maybe I might get back to Six Flags this year. If not, then I'll go next year. So we'll see how summer looks. I kind of want to. Things are kind of looking bad. I want to get back out. You know.
I feel we might make a trip. Yeah.
Yeah, I think the kids, I think I'm gonna start taking them next year because Khalil will be 5 next year. So I'm trying to wait till he
can ride.
I want to be able to like do stuff. And Ari is gonna be a big girl. Ari will be 8, so
she's already
tall
now, so she could probably ride some of the big rides.
Yeah, Ari is tall. Yeah, she's tall for her age, so she probably can ride some stuff down. Yeah.
What else you got, kid? But that's huge. That Amazon acquiring MGM. That's huge.
That Amazon. Oh, I said just to shift real quick. Well, we know we're in March Madness. I know you don't do NCAA, but my team got eliminated. Illinois got bounced. Boo. But shifting to like the sports thing with the basketball, we got some relief. Pat Will is going back to the Bulls.
He's coming back. Alex Caruso just came back.
Yes.
Zach is still having his knee issue. He's not but he's out there hustling.
He's out there competing.
I know he's gonna need surgery. I think he's gonna wait to the off season.
He's gonna wait to the off season, yeah.
Because it's a contract year, so Zach, he don't want to fuck his money up. So Zach gonna play it.
And then Lonzo is they're still having issues with clearing him.
Shit either, yeah.
He's having issues getting cleared. Something's going on. I guess like they said he can't move lateral. I think that's where it's like the lateral movement still that they can't clear him for his lateral movement.
Lonzo might be out for the season, but at least we get another match back with the Bulls.
Yeah, because Pat Will been out forever. Like he been gone forever, and we need him. We need him because it's like
because the Bulls got a lot of guards, but they very thin up front. So Pat Williams coming back definitely a help out on that front.
And our pick and roll defense is trash. Like that's why all the teams exploit us. Ever since Dallas exploited us, that first game that Dallas exploited us, like they can't guard the pick and roll. And every other team ran that. They can't guard the pick and roll. They can't guard the pick and roll. And everybody ran that.
Have to make some decisions about their guard depth is like because in the end, like even though we pretty much like all of these guards, but it's like not gonna be able to keep all of them.
Right.
Some of them are due for like pay raises and you got a lot of guards already. Because you got Alonzo, you got Zach, you got Alex Caruso. Like DeRozan is technically a guard, even though he's playing the 3 right now. You got you got Kobe White. It's like 6 deep right there. If you 5, you want to take out DeRozan, but like that's like 6. They got a lot of guards. They have to make a decision about those guys. Ayo and Kobe White are the 2 guys.
I was gonna say, I say Kobe White is the odd man out.
I think like both of those guys are gonna make decisions on because Kobe White, he's was 2019 class. He was in the Zion class, I believe.
I think so. Yeah.
So he got 1 more year on his rookie deal. You gotta decide how you gonna re-sign him. Yeah. Ayo, like nobody expected him to outplay his contract. He's a 2nd round pick, so like he's gonna get a huge pay raise. Like when his contract is up, I think he got 1 more year on his as well.
Gotta keep Ayo.
This is about both of those guys. It's like so. It's It's like they're gonna have to really like think.
Io already is showing like what he could. They're like he could potentially be like a Jimmy Butler. Like he's already showing like that he can be a two-way player. He's showing flashes of he can be a two-way player. So but that's a player you want to keep on your team.
Trade. Don't know if Io is the guy. It's like they got decisions to make, not right away, but they're gonna have to think like long-term decisions to make.
And Io is fun, like because everything that like they tell him, because on the bench when Caruso was out, and then Caruso would be talking to Io, you would see Io would be sitting there listening to him. Like he takes everything that everybody tells him, and he takes it. It's like okay, he takes everything. He wants to learn. So you want that guy on your team.
Not a problem right away, but they're gonna have to make some decisions eventually, especially because you lack so much. Your depth is so much lacking in the front court, and you got a lot of guards. So they got decisions to make.
Yeah.
Not trading DeRozan though. He's been playing.
Hell no.
He's been playing too good.
The reason why we in the position we in is because of DeRozan. That'd be funny.
All the injuries, the Bulls might be in the lottery again or in the play-in without DeRozan. Right. If he was out, if he wasn't playing, they might have either be a play-in or a lottery like without DeRozan's play.
Yeah.
He kept them he got them this far. Like
kept them afloat like DeRozan. That's why.
He's the one guy that he's missed very little time. Like
that's why he was the MVP. He was an MVP candidate for a little bit. He was a candidate for a short time. Yeah.
And the Bulls are maintained, and they're not on that hot streak they had like January, but they still maintaining right now.
They maintaining. Mm-hmm. They're like 5 right now.
Still maintaining.
Yeah. So, and even like the separations between it's not that big between like 2 and 5. It's 2 and 6 actually. It's not a lot between. Mm-hmm. Like maybe like 2 games, a game or 2 separates these teams. So it's going to come down like us getting all or most of our guys back at this time. We can make a push, but I don't want to go up too high because I don't want to Brooklyn no, I don't want to see Brooklyn. No.
Right now.
No. Don't want to see Brooklyn.
Especially if the stars align, right? Because like Durant, he's back. Is like if the New York miraculously decides to let Kyrie play home games, and then Simmons is like you got a lot that you don't want to see them in the first round. It's like
a lot of X factors there, so
much that can go wrong. It's like if it lines up right when the playoffs are starting, yeah.
And I think that they match up well with Miami anyway. They match up good with Miami. Let them play Miami. Let them play Miami. Let them play against them.
Different universe. The Brooklyn Nets are your 2021 NBA champions. The different.
Yeah.
Kevin Durant's toe is not on that line. You remember that shot?
Yeah, because his toe was it was right there.
It was a 2 instead of a 3. If it's a 3, then they take the lead. They win. They beat the Bucks, and then they go on to the finals and play the Phoenix Suns. Yeah, so
like when they zeroed it in, and they was they panned down. That's why Reggie Miller never shot long twos, because Reggie Miller was conscious. He knew where that line was. You would see Reggie do this. He would do a quick look, make sure I'm behind that line, make sure I'm not. Reggie Miller knew where that 3-point line was. So
Durant's toe was on, and as soon as I saw his toe, I said, in the back of my mind, I said the Bucks might have probably going say he might have just lost that series for me.
But they dodged a bullet.
It went to overtime after that because it tied the game, and then overtime anything happened, the Bucks won in overtime.
Hey, Bucks dodged a bullet with that.
KD hits that 3 is the Brooklyn Nets win is and I think they probably beat the Suns in the finals. So in a different universe, the Brooklyn Nets are your defending champions. Like I said, I don't want to see them in the first round. That's the point I'm making right now. In another universe, that's your defending champions right there.
Suns is on tear. I think the Suns. I don't think nobody be in the Suns this year. Just call it. Ain't nobody be in the Suns. I don't think.
It seems like it's Chris Paul's time.
Yeah, it is.
I would like to see them take.
This is the last thing that Chris Paul needs to solidify his grade, because he's already a 75 grades player now. So to really solidify that
championship, yeah.
Now I got a championship ring, and a
lot of people are saying, "Why is Chris Paul on that?"
And I earned my ring because
how can Chris Paul not be on the list?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And I earned my ring. Not throwing shade at people who change teams and team. I'm not not throwing shade at that, but Chris Paul did.
Teams, but the Phoenix Suns are not a super team.
Yeah, he did earn it because he went to a team.
Chris Paul D book and then role play. That's how you in depth.
Yeah.
They had a traditional
He
team.
went to a team that was terrible, and he turned them around. In 1 year, he turned them around.
Like it's apples to oranges, but there's a similar comparison to like DeRozan on the Bulls. How the Bulls like 1 year ago were like one of the
terrible
the league.
They were horrible.
You had DeRozan like they added Chris Paul. It's like like now you're near the top of this conference.
How bad were the Bulls when they won the first game of the season? They said the Bulls are now over 500. What?
First time since 20.
One win. One win. They were over 500.
First time since 2017. It's first time in 5 seasons. They were.
I was like, what? Mm-hmm. And then when I started looking, I was like, oh yeah, they were terrible. I was just such a devoted fan that I just blocked out that they were so terrible. I blocked it out. I did. I thought they was that bad. They didn't. Wow, they wasn't 500. Damn.
2020 draft, they had Pat Williams is the number 4 pick. To be the top 4 pick, that means that was 2 years ago, the 2020 draft. Pat Williams with number 4.
Terrible. They were terrible. Oh my gosh.
They had the number 4 overall pick just 2 years ago at this time. That's the 2 years because the draft was in the summer. So not even 2 years ago, they were one of the top worst NBA. So,
and congratulations to LeBron for moving. He's number 2 now for scoring.
Yeah. LeBron's coming for that, because
so hate him if you want to. I mean, he out here breaking records.
At this point, he's right. He's
getting records.
He's right
He's
there.
taking records.
He'd never be Jordan, but that's not an insult. It's like
right. He's taking records.
Yeah. LeBron,
and what else do you expect him to do? LeBron is a fierce competitor, and he knows his team is trash. What else can he do to pass the time? I might as well break some records. LeBron, that's it. I think that's his reason. I might as well break records. My team is trash.
One of the 3 or 4 greatest players to ever do. Like, whether you like him or not,
we know them Lakers ain't going nowhere. Them Lakers are horrible. We know that team is terrible.
They made their Westbrook trade. That's what did it. They had LeBron and AD. They could have just built around those two and just ran it back. But yeah, they decided,
you want Westbrook.
I think we need one more. They Ocean's 11 that shit. Yeah. And they got Linus injuring Yen and shit. Now they brought in Linus, except he's way except Linus fucked the plan up in this one. they lied. I
do thank them for that because we and I have gotten Alex Caruso. So thank you.
Yeah,
thank you.
Because of Westbrook, yeah. Because Westbrook 44 million is obviously you can't afford depth. He's only so much salary. If we made LeBron, AD, and Westbrook all over 40 million, it's where's your depth gonna come from? I'm
gonna work for peanuts just to play with LeBron. Nah, bro, I got a family to feed too. Because people keep you can play with LeBron. It's everybody is
guys like that, Carmelo and Dwight Howard had already made their money, but not Alex Caruso. He's nah, I gotta make my money now.
And which McCarr is ring chasing and Melo's ring chasing, so.
He'd already made a ton of money.
He made a lot of money. So
deal to come there. He's he'd have made over 100 million in his career.
Dwight already has a ring and he made a lot of money. So
he's another guy who made over 100 million. Is
right. So he don't care.
He'll take less to go there, but
he don't care. Yeah.
I think I'm done. Ready to wrap.
Yeah, we can wrap it up.
We're talking sports. We went overtime a little bit. Yeah.
It's okay.
Overtime, but definitely appreciate you supporting Not Another Damn Podcast. Mm-hmm. We like what we're doing. You know how to get at us. Give us a good like us. Yeah.
A little smile.
Also, subscribe, share, rate, review on all your platforms. Talking about Apple Podcasts, Spotify, TuneIn, SoundCloud, iHeart, TLC Talk Radio. What up, Tasha?
Hey, Tasha.
YouTube and your Amazon Alexa devices. And follow me at Ozman the Wizard on Instagram, Twitter, and TikTok. Oz Radio on Snapchat and Facebook as well. You know how to get at me.
You can check me out, MSIMAH626 on Instagram, Twitter, and TikTok. Mm-hmm. Also, SERAGULLEY1 on Twitter, SERAGULLEY7 on Instagram, TikTok. Also, check out the Straight Gully Facebook fan page. Check out straightgully.com for your blogs and your vlogs. And for your video production needs, check out straightgullyproductions.com.
Well, I'm Ozman the Wizard.
And Naima.
We will talk to you later.
Bye.
I'm going.